Every year on November 1st and 2nd, Mexico erupts with color, music, and dancing, with thousands of people in skeleton makeup and ornate costumes flooding the streets in joyful celebration of something quite unexpected: the dead. Day of the Dead, or Dia de Muertos, is the largest public celebration in Mexico, where locals come together to remember and honor the souls of their deceased loved ones. On November 1st and 2nd, it is believed that the souls of the dead return to Earth to visit the living. So this holiday kind of feels like one giant family reunion with the dead as the guests of honor. I feel so privileged and honored to be able to celebrate my very first Day of the Dead here in Oaxaca City. So in this video, I'll be sharing my honest thoughts and experience throughout this holiday, which ranged from intense joy,
I cannot believe any of this is happening, this is the best night,
to shocking discomfort.
I just was quite honestly very upset with just what I was seeing.
Disfruta y Viva México. So Day of the Dead is technically celebrated on November 1st and 2nd, but the festivities begin days, if not weeks, before. Even when I was in Mexico City over 2 weeks ago, there were Day of the Dead decorations all over the city, people getting excited, pan de muerto in every single bakery, and then arriving in Oaxaca City, it just took things to another level. So every single day, the decorations and the festivities have just been getting bigger and bigger, and today is the kickoff parade for Day of the Dead. It's October 28th, the day after my birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Woo! Today is the first kickoff day of Day of the Dead. So we've been getting ready all morning and all afternoon for the parade that is kicking off at 6 p.m. tonight. So I've been sitting at this desk for the last 6 hours, getting as much work done as I can to try and get my latest video up, because I know once the festivities begin, there's no stopping them, and I'm so excited. But yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna be productive over the next few days, so I'm just trying to get as much done now until I get my face painted in just under 2 hours. Are you excited?
I'm so excited. I might honestly sit here and do some work now.
Work in your face paint?
That's really what I'm doing right now.
Also, if you watched my previous vlog, you would have seen Dylan. He was visiting me for the last week, but he did leave this morning. I'm super sad, but I'm really glad he was able to come for at least a short amount of time and get the Day of the Dead vibes at least. But yeah, he has a bunch of work back in the US that he has to go back for, but he was able to come join me for my birthday, so that was super fun. So yeah, that's why he's not here, but he's with us in spirit.
But I'm thinking black, white, and maybe for color, maybe a little purple.
Kind of going for more spooky vibes. I think the sequins on the eyebrows is cool. I look like a ghost. Don't look at me.
We are not done yet.
It's a work in progress. Trust the process. Oh yeah. Thick brows. I have no words. She spent 2 hours doing this. I did not expect all of the work, but oh my god. It's so cool, and it goes with the purple. I am in shock. This is so stunning. Shout out Yvonne, love you. I think we're about to leave. It did take quite a while, so I think I'm gonna bring a backpack because I don't know how long we're gonna be gone. I wanna bring a little cardigan because it does get chilly at night. Oh my god, I'm so excited. A moment of silence for Jess's perfect makeup.
Actually, don't film me doing that. That was so cool.
I love the half and half because from the side it's kind of chill, and then
It's like Phantom of the Opera.
it is! You just look like an ethereal goddess, as per usual. You look so scary back then. Oh yeah. You guys look so cool right next to each other. Vamos, chicos! We're here.
We will send location.
This is so cute. Okay, the festivities are beginning. And we're so excited! Everyone from Code 44 is reserving our spot because a big parade, the first Dia de Muertos parade, is coming down this one street any minute now. So we decided to go for a little stroll and kind of get all the vibes. You look so excited.
I'm so excited. Wait, can you tell how excited I am?
I'm so excited
know about you, but parading through the streets celebrating death is not something I ever expected to do. In the US, we fear death. In fact, many sociologists refer to American society as a death-denying culture because we avoid thinking about, talking about, or even acknowledging death as an inevitable reality. The only time we truly acknowledge death is at funerals, which is usually a deeply somber occasion full of tears and pain, and it takes place just once for every person who has passed. Here in Mexico, it couldn't be more opposite. Not only do Mexicans remember and honor their deceased loved ones each and every year, but it is a truly joyous celebration with parades and music and parties in every village and city around the country that are often more festive than weddings and birthdays. Day of the Dead requires an acceptance and understanding that death is an inevitable and inescapable part of life, and these parades represent exactly that.
Look who I ran into! Yes! I'm a little more decked out than them, but it's okay.
For Tuesday. No, Wednesday.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
there's
One of
lots
the
more
days.
time.
This is true. We got like a whole week of celebrations, but that parade was so freaking sick. I feel like people are out there either like looking beautiful and like showing off their makeup and their outfit, but also like scary costumes too. But yeah, I think we're going to try and catch the end of the calenda somewhere, or maybe a different one, just following the group. The parade's in front of us, so what, we're going to Plaza de las Danzas. I think that's where like a concert thing is happening when everyone gets there, when the whole parade gets there. So it's all very chaotic. We're just figuring it out. This is so sick! With the freaking view! What the heck?
That's my makeup artist.
Go down?
Yeah, but you're gonna be like,
I'm scared! We're going in! Oh, everyone from the parade came here, and now it's a huge party.
Mano arriba, mano arriba, mano arriba, mano arriba.
Somehow, all of Code 404 ended up on the stage. We're all on the stage right now. I cannot believe any of this is happening. It just keeps getting better and better. This place is huge and we're all on the stage. Like, I'm shook. This is the best night. Being in Mexico for Day of the Dead combines two of my favorite things about this country, the culture and the people. But being able to speak Spanish with the locals during this time of year has really taken this experience to the next level. I'm telling you, if you want to have more enriching travel experiences, try and learn some of the local language before your next trip and see who you can connect with around the world. My favorite platform of all time to do this is Babbel, who happens to be the sponsor of today's video. Babbel is one of the top language learning apps in the world with more than 10 million subscriptions, and their intuitive lessons help you start learning a new language in just 3 weeks. Before I came back to Mexico, I used Babbel like 15-20 minutes a day to brush up on my Spanish, and I am so happy that I did. There's honestly nothing better than being able to communicate with the locals during such a special time of year, and the look on their face when a gringa can speak to them in their native language is absolutely priceless. I highly recommend getting the lifetime subscription. This is the plan that I have because it will get you access to all of the languages on Babbel's app for life. So go ahead and click the link down below in the description box to get 60% off during Babbel's Black Friday sale, and make sure to let me know in the comments what language you plan to learn first. Alrighty, so what's your name?
I'm Tasha from DC. This is mi primera Dia de los Muertos.
Hi, my name is Albert. I'm Mexican.
I am 24 years old, and now today I'm talking about Dia de Muertos festival. That is one of the most important days for us like Mexican.
Yeah, my dad died last November actually, and pretty soon after that, I'm not a huge like vision board person, but I created this little vision board. One of the things on there was Dia de los Muertos, and I just thought the tradition is such a beautiful way to look at and celebrate death and our loved ones, and very different from the US. I'm Latina, but I'm not Mexican, and I just thought it was such a cool tradition and was looking for different ways to think about and remember and celebrate my dad. And so I was like, wait, I have the power to book this, and I booked it. It's been such a cool, unique experience to be here in Oaxaca during Dia de los Muertos. Everything, the city just comes alive, and it's so beautiful and colorful, and people have been so warm and welcoming.
I feel so proud about this day because make me feel like a connection with my siblings that are not here anymore. The feeling that you can feel for one day, for one night. We have algunas respuestas, some answers para reconfortar nuestros corazones y poder creer que por una sola noche estamos de nuevo together with our siblings. Only for one night.
Okay, so it is Halloween, technically. It's October 31st, and apparently this is sort of the unofficial start to Day of the Dead. They believe that tonight is the night where the souls of the children kind of make their way back to Earth. So a lot of the locals will have all-night vigils at the cemeteries outside of the city and like more local villages. So that's where we are going tonight. Hence why I'm dressed a little bit less crazy than I have been. There's no face paint happening tonight. We want to really be respectful of these people and the way in which they want to honor their loved ones who have passed. So we're kind of going to go to these cemeteries and sort of see what it's all about, and obviously just be as respectful as possible. And I'm not gonna bring my camera just in case, you know, I don't wanna be like shoving my camera in people's faces, especially if they are mourning. But apparently, you know, everyone kind of mourns in their own way. Some people will be really sad and somber, but other people will be playing music and drinking mezcal. So I'm gonna bring my phone. I will get as much footage as I can in a respectful manner. But yeah, the real festivities begin tomorrow. So I am really looking forward to that. But I think tonight will be really cool. We're heading out around 7, which is in like 20 minutes. And then we're probably gonna get back around midnight. So we're going to a couple different local cemeteries. So it should be cool.
All right, how we feeling, Eric?
Feeling ready. I don't know what to expect, but yeah, we'll see.
Oh no. Uh-oh. Gracias. Okay, so we just arrived at the cemetery. We arrived, I was expecting like just a cemetery.
Yeah.
There is trampolines, a bull that you can ride on. There is a pizza stand, a coffee stand. It feels like half carnival, half cemetery, because right behind me, like right over there is the cemeteries, but then it's like almost carnival vibes over here.
So the night ended up kind of taking a different turn after the initial excitement for me personally and for a few others. I've kind of debated even including this entire section in the video, but I think I want to, because if you are coming here and you're planning to visit the cemeteries where the locals are mourning their loved ones and decorating the graves and creating the altars, I was quite honestly very upset with just what I was seeing. There was a lot of tourists coming in, you know, in costume and with makeup, which again, it's not a crime to do that, but it was more tourists kind of treating the locals like props, taking photos and videos of them without asking. I saw a woman tell a local woman at the altar to smile for her picture. That about threw me over the edge. And I saw another person reach into a kind of a grave site and pull out a candle to take a photo. It was just very disrespectful, the things that I was seeing. Obviously, the parade and the music and the crowds was not what I was expecting necessarily, so there was a bit of like discomfort there, but that was more on me because, you know, the Mexican culture, they celebrate death in such a different way than we do in the US, but it was more about the disrespectful nature of the tourists that were coming in, and even when we left, the crowds just kept getting bigger and bigger. There were tour groups coming in, people coming in on buses from hotels, and it just was not an environment that I wanted to be a part of. So yeah, I left after that, but I did really enjoy observing the ceremonies at the beginning and watching the locals decorate these graves and sharing stories of their loved ones. It was such a beautiful thing to see, and I'm glad I did get to see that, but everything after that turned me off quite a bit.
My name is Jay, I'm from France, and that is my first Dia de los Muertos.
Hola, my name is Yvonne. I am from Mexico, and I've been celebrating Day of the Dead basically my whole life.
Yeah, my name's Josh. I'm from England, a city called Birmingham, and yeah, this is my first Dia de los Muertos.
We just visit the cemeteries, and I was talking to more local people, and one of my questions was, how do they feel with so many tourists in the cemetery that night? And they said like they are happy to share these traditions with all of us because they love the people who died, and they said like the people who died also love to share the traditions.
Y me hizo muy feliz que la mayoría de estas personas querían que tú les preguntaras para que ellos pudieran compartir contigo, to share with you their stories about their siblings.
What I did not expect is that, especially yesterday when we went in that cemetery trip, it brought me to think about how culturally in France or in Europe we think about death. Because many of us were like feeling uncomfortable in the cemetery. We're like, oh, people are mourning, you know, like we should give space. And I was like, well, that's not what they do. They don't give space to people. Like they're all together mourning, you know. So I realized that maybe in France we have a taboo about death, you know, like everyone mourning their corner, and here they accept to do it with other people, like to cry in front of other people and just celebrate it, even though they're not necessarily happy about it.
A mí me hace muy feliz porque we can share with people in all of the world y podemos compartir con ellos diferentes cosas, como por ejemplo el significado, the meanings of the stuff that we use for things for us more popular, but que para otras personas alrededor de otras partes del mundo es algo nuevo.
It was definitely unusual at first, as you say, with the music and the food stalls, and you think, am I at a fairground or am I at a cemetery here? But no, I did like it. I think the only thing that I was a little bit uncomfortable about was just how compact it all was and how much of an effort you had to make sure you weren't standing on someone's grave.
And I loved how people were uncomfortable yesterday. Not everyone liked it. Some people were like, and I think it's interesting. That's where like two culture actually comes into sort of like shock, contradiction, and that gets you to like think about it. And we're like, oh, maybe the way we do it is not the only way. You know, maybe I can even change my relationship to death now and get inspired from this experience.
At the end of the day, todos compartimos el mismo sentimiento. That is the pain when you lost someone. Y creo que eso es parejo in all the world. En mi familia ponemos altares y tratamos de honrar a nuestros muertos solo por esta noche, pero pues que en realidad todo el año tú los llevas en el corazón, todo el tiempo. Así que...
Okay, we're officially in El Zócalo. Seems to be where the party's at. There's so much set up, all these stages set up right by the cathedral. This is a big display of the Catrinas. So, like I mentioned in Mexico City, El Zócalo, you can usually find one in every Mexican city. It's kind of always where things are happening. It's kind of like a sort of community center. Right now there's people getting their face painted all over the place. There's marigolds lining every single restaurant, and yeah, everyone's just super excited. Some people already have their face painted. It's only, I think it's about 1:30, and the parade starts at about 6 or 7 tonight. But people are already getting ready, And I think that there is a big ofrenda over here, so that we're gonna go check out.
Whoa! Yeah, it's huge.
Okay, this is actually like the most elaborate ofrenda I've seen yet. So we have to enter on the other side, but it looks really cool. So I think all of this is made out of sand. They were working on it for quite a while. And there's all of these candles as well lining the path. I'd love to come back and see it at night when it's all lit up. So intricate, this is stunning. Okay, so that path kind of led us right into the grand ofrenda. This is definitely the biggest one that I've seen. Whoa.
La ofrenda is the altar that people make in their homes around Day of the Dead to honor their loved ones who have passed and to welcome them back to the realm of the living on November 1st and 2nd. These traditional altars are rooted in ancient Aztec traditions, and in addition to the marigold flowers and various items that our loved ones enjoyed throughout their life on Earth, each altar includes symbols of the 4 elements of life: water, wind, earth, and fire. Last week, we created our own ofrenda at the co-living to honor our own loved ones who are no longer with us, and it was such a special way for me to share memories about my papa who passed away in 2018.
One of the things I remember most about him is he would sit in his giant chair. He'd make us all call him King Papa, and he would drink his scotch. So I found the closest thing I could to scotch. It's Mexican whiskey. So.
Well, the thing that's on my mind most about today is that today is the Passover day, so when your relatives are supposed to cross that bridge into the real world. We set up the ofrenda, put my nan and my uncle on there.
That was a really beautiful and powerful experience. Definitely got choked up and have been thinking about him a lot.
Todas las cosas que necesitamos, que usamos para poder llevar a cabo nuestros altares, desde las flores en este caso sirven para traer con el olor y con el color de la flor. El incienso también, al igual que la sal, purifica el alma, is for pure the soul. El espejo es para que when our siblings arrive, ellos se puedan dar cuenta que ya no están en este plano, para que ellos puedan darse cuenta que tienen que regresar en la mañana, que no se queden como aquí, porque ellos ya no pertenecen aquí.
There is a part of me that's going to be thinking heavily about my loved ones today, and hopefully I'll feel their presence today when they pass over. So.
Okay, so here in Oaxaca, in addition to El Zocalo, if you want to be somewhere where a lot of action is happening, come to the pedestrian-only road that basically runs right in front of the cathedral, Santo Domingo de Guzman. Right now, everyone's getting their face painted, there's music, there's drinks and food, super festive. I guess we're splitting it.
You guys like it sweet or?
We just added some sweet.
Yeah. Sometimes I like a little more sweet.
Crosby, I don't know how to feel about that.
¿Cuánto?
Alright. What do you think?
I think it's good.
Have you had it before?
I've had it once before.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can get it like a little sweeter, but it's just like, right, you gotta try it.
Stop on
force feed you.
Throwing her off.
I just don't understand why there has to be texture in a beverage. Like it's never.
It's not bad. It kind of melts when you have it.
Don't worry. Don't overthink. Just have a little sip.
Yeah, just try it.
It's yum. It's cold and
It's got
yummy.
a little ice in there. Yeah.
It's got what?
Ice.
I thought there was an L in front of it. I was like, you never know. No. Honestly.
You have to try it. You can't fake it.
No, it's alright.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. That's good. Yeah, that's good. But hey, more for you guys. Here you go.
Thank you so much.
Bon appetit.
Yeah, I don't mind this. I like it.
I think
So this is like an indigenous drink called tejate. I'm gonna put all the ingredients on the screen, but I think it's like masa, it's like corn,
you're asking the
cacao.
And a little bit of sweetener, like
agave looking thing, maybe.
yeah, like sugar water.
Yeah, the first time I tried this was in Guadalajara. I like got to churn it myself. It was cool. But I like it. Okay, it's been a few hours. It's officially time for face painting. The calenda comes by Ko4 in about 2.5 hours. I've been getting my face done at the co-living, but today I've decided to go to one of the many face painters just lining the road by the cathedral. So I just have to go find someone now. And I'm with some friends who are joining me for this adventure. Okay, we're on the main road right by the cathedral. This is the most packed I've seen it so far.
It's crazy.
We picked the perfect time, rush hour for sure. Okay, this was the booth that I saw the other day and they were super good. So I wonder when they'd be done, but we can just keep looking. I don't know. Me gusta eso. Un poco sencillo y algo para...
¿Quieres con la cara blanca o sin base?
You think I should paint my face white?
La cara blanca es así.
Yeah, definitely.
O con blanco pero transparente, como poquito.
Un poquito es perfecto. Okay. ¿Y cuánto por eso?
300. Cara.
300? Okay.
What are you getting? Show the inspo.
I'm getting this one, which it's actually quite similar to what I did at the photo shoot in my previous video. Kind of goes with the skirt. So,
what color are you getting, please?
I think orange. I don't know.
Pero te pongo naranja o amarillo que combine con...
Un combina.
Looks good.
Exacto. Okay, perfecto. I don't know how this is turning out currently.
Looks great. It matches the head.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. That's what she said. She said she's gonna do some orange and yellows, like
It's
match.
definitely a lot brighter than your other ones, but it's cute.
Okay, that's kind of what I'm going for. Whoa, definitely brighter. I like it though. It's so white. ¿Cuántas caras hiciste hoy?
Como 100.
100. Okay, wow. Eres muy rápido. Hace 15 minutos.
Sí.
Wow. Okay, gracias. 300? Perfect. Okay. It's a little expensive, but we're right in front of the cathedral, so that's, I guess, warranted. I'm just gonna pay it. Whatever. It's friggin' Day of the Dead.
It's also on the Day of the Dead.
I know.
Yeah.
It's fine. So she added a little blush, which I'm glad. This is like very white. But I'm excited. It's just so fun to do this right in front of the cathedral. So festive. But yeah, they've got this down pat. Like anywhere, if you want to get your face painted here, you will have no shortage of places to choose from. Obviously, if you want it to be a little cheaper, then maybe go somewhere not right in front of the cathedral, but we're here for the vibes. It's whatever.
From the joyful parades to the candlelit vigils and all the beautiful traditions in between, Dia de Muertos has become one of the most transformative experiences of my life. Not only has it intensified my appreciation and love for the Mexican culture, but it's completely shifted the way I view and feel about death. Up until this point, I was genuinely so afraid of death, and I absolutely hated talking about it. But now, I can think about death and honor my papa without descending into a pit of doom, and I only have the Mexican people to thank for that. Desde el fondo de mi corazón, muchas gracias a la gente mexicana por invitarme a su cultura y compartir conmigo sus hermosas tradiciones. Has cambiado mi vida y la de muchos otros. Gracias y viva México.
Oh! She's still deciding if she likes it.
No, I mean, this is the first time I've tried it, and what can I say? It's delicious.
Yeah?
An incredible drink. I just enjoy my drinks have a little bit of texture. I like to chew them as they go down.
Hello! This is a message for Crosby in the future. We love you!
Love mom and dad.
Love mom and dad. I feel like this is like the vlogger version of like stealing someone's phone and changing their vlog screen, you know? Bye!